Welcome back to the channel. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe for more content like this. How's it going, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. First and foremost, I know it's been a cool minute since I've actually posted any videos. I know you guys have been enjoying these play-by-plays recently. The only reason why I hadn't had another play-by-play that went up was a couple of reasons. One, I hadn't really found a really solid matchup that I really actually enjoyed and really thought was really good and wanted to showcase. Two, a lot of the matchups that I did stumble across were all kind of repetitive. Like, people are playing, well, not Spiral. People are still kind of like playing, like Alter Guys and stun decks, and I'm just kind of like, well, it's not going to be fun if they just kind of see nothing really happen. Yeah, I've ran into so many Alter Guys players. So I didn't really want to show anything like that, because with those stun or stall decks, or even floodgate decks, there's really nothing you could do other than just kind of sit there and wait for the end of the game to happen. I did, however, stumble across a Dino player, which is Mokuba, and not to be confused with Mokuba. He's actually he's a dynamite person. He played pretty well. I was actually kind of blown away. He definitely played this deck a little bit differently than I thought. And for the first time in the 5 years that I played Cyber Dragons and the 3 years that I played Cyber Dragon ABC, I ran into the #1 card that I think is the absolutely most atrocious card in the game. And you guys will completely 100% understand. If you guys don't get it now, you will get it when it happens. I promise you. But I know I have already a play-by-play with Dinos already, but that one was kind of incomplete. That was a 2-game, and then I just kind of substituted the third match with a different player. I think it was Shadal's. With this one, this is actually a full-blown match, and the dynamic that was played in this match was actually a little bit different. So I thought it would be pretty neat and unique to really show and kind of walk through that step-by-step process there. So without further ado, let's jump and dive right into this. Oh, I'm also going to do my best to make sure this is not going to be like 30 million minutes long. So as you guys saw, he did win the dice roll. He opted to go first. This is how I discovered he was playing Dino. So his first play was playing Fossil Dig. He went ahead and either he went ahead and added a level 6 or lower Dino monster to his hand. He gets the Overraptor. You know, Fossil Dig to Overraptor is usually the common play. You normal summon Overraptor and you go right into you retrieve miscellaneous Ceratosaurus. Can never pronounce that at all. He sets one and passed. I was completely blown away. That was what happened. I was kind of anticipating a little bit more than that, but he was kind of ish out of luck. So I begin my play. Even I told him that I was just like, what? And, you know, he just told me, like, dude, I had a horrible hand. So check out the chat right there. Terrible hand. So to start, I drew into a Hertz special summon Cyber Dragon. I went ahead and did Cyber Emergency to search out Core. I then normal summoned the Core to search out Cyber Repair Plant. From this point, I went ahead and summoned Nashter by pitching the Hertz. I was going to use Hertz's effect, but I met a call by the grave to the face. I know. Sad life. Moving forward, I went ahead and linked the 2 away for a Cleefort, thinking in my head I might be able to get away with getting into a Link 4. So I linked the 2 away and then used Cyber Repair Plant to actually search out the Gizmek. So with Gizmek, I went ahead and special summoned by attributing a normal summon monster. And he just kind of existed from that point. Then I went ahead and used Monster Reborn, which came pretty clutch. Monster Reborn Nashter's effect kicks in, so I get a Cyber Dragon. It allows me to go into Nova. Nova then special summons another Cyber Dragon, or the same Cyber Dragon that I used, because we already had a pre-existing Cyber Dragon in the grave, Core. And then I linked into Seeger. Now at this point in my head, I'm thinking I want to deal as much damage as possible. How can I make this happen? Well, I can use Seeger to boost Nova, and then attack with Seeger to clear the monster, attack with Cleavefort, and then use Nova to banish Seeger to boost himself and take the game. And that is exactly what happened. So I used Seeger's effect, smacked, and then the rest is history. So that was game one. I took that easily and very convincingly. I don't know how Nim Nim can say that so like fluently. But then again, he's been at this a little bit longer than I have. Anyways, we sided out. I figured I'm playing against Dinos. I'm just gonna go ahead and side in a bunch of hand trap and interruptions. This caught me off guard. He had me go first. So I was caught off guard to an extreme, but nonetheless, I continued my best. So went to Foolish Burial, sent the Hurt site where I can get a Cyber Dragon to my hand, and then plan to use Repair Plant to then get the core. I then chose to normal summon the core, which gets me Emergency, and then Emergency gets me Nashter. This, in my head, was the most optimal play, just that way I can actually use Silver Gadget and Crush Wyvern as extensions. However, I forgot to take out a card in the extra deck, so no extensions for me. So, summon Nashter. Nashter gets me in Cyber Dragon once more. I then link the two away for a Platinum Gadget, use Platinum Gadget's effect to get Silver out, and then Silver gets Z out into the field. I then went ahead and got not Galaxy Soldier, went ahead and got Gear Gigant to my hand, or not to my hand, out on the field, and then used his Search effect. I searched out the Nashter, thinking next turn I'll be able to summon the Nashter and then get Cyber Dragon, and I can kind of go nuts from there. But the thing is I wouldn't be any Cyber Dragon, because in my head I'm thinking he's going to get Ultimate Conductor Tyranno out. If I leave these two out, they're going to be set face down. He's going to whack me 3 times and dealing damage, and I kind of want to avoid that. The best way to kind of avoid that in my head was to link the two away and make a Seeger. Because in this way, if he does get Conductor Tyranno, my monsters don't get flipped sideways nor upside down, and I can use Seeger to boost himself for muscle. If he destroys Platinum Gadget, it'd be a sad life, but I would have to swallow the pill and not use Platinum Gadget's effect, because that would just give him an extra monster to kind of whack at me with Ultimate Conductor Tyranno. This was all my thought process in a matter of seconds. I know, impressive. So I ended my turn on this board, and for the first time in my Yu-Gi-Oh career playing machines ever, I met this card. And I cannot tell you how livid I was. This card should absolutely not at all exist. No other archetype or mechanic or type or anything has any card like this against the entirety of its existence. This is absolutely ridiculous. I don't have any real way of being able to recover that. You know, like, I lost 9 monsters, like everything. It cleared my whole thing. So, sad life. He banishes absolutely everything. And then he goes into his place. So Dragonic Diagram, I let that one slide. I'm kind of waiting for the most optimal decision for Ash Blossom. But in my head, like, Diagram right now isn't really that much of a headache, especially if he drew pretty horribly. And I discovered why he drew horribly. He drew a bunch of big boys. So I can only imagine he actually drew Diagram for this in this turn. I also forgot to put show hand, so I will show both so that we can see what he has. So he also has Lost World. So he was able to get Vanishers. He was able to get 2 Vanishers out, and then he whacks me respectably in the face for 5,800 plus 600, because Diagram boosts them by another 300 each. Then he overlays into True King of All Calamities, another card I absolutely hate. And then it was my turn. Drew into a card I did not want to draw at all. With True King Calamities, I went into main phase 1. He didn't activate anything. I did give him ample time to activate. I don't know. Maybe he fell asleep or whatever the case may be. But I even told him I was going to contact Fuse, and he was just like, standby phase. Okay. I wanted to be kind, so I decided to go back, and he called light, but that wasn't going to stop me. So I decided to summon the Nasher. Obviously, was not able to use Nasher's effect. And then got Mega Fleet, and then I remembered Mega Fleet doesn't have any effects because of freaking calamities. So he was summoned in defense. Ended the board. Ended the turn there. He tried to do a Dragonic Diagram again, and I decided to Ash that. And then he sat there for a cool minute, and I thought, like, that's it. I have it. Nope, did not have it. He normal summoned the baby Stegosaurus. He activated Lost World. He gave me a token. You do the normal dino stuff. You tried to whack at my dino. You say no. You get to special summon a thing. And then with Overraptor, he went ahead and said Quatless. Quatless gets his evolution pill. And then he whacks my Mega Fleet. And then he summons his ultimate Conductor Tyranno. We call it a day. I drew into a Gizmek. The one time I probably didn't want to see that card. Literally wanted to see any Cyber Dragon card. Going into the third match, I didn't really know what was the most effective thing other than just kind of keeping all of the interruptive hand traps. I think I took out Droll and Lockbird, but I don't remember what I tagged in for it. But I know in my head, he was absolutely going to go first because I didn't want to deal with another system down again. So I opted him to go first. He does the normal dino plays. He summons Overraptor. Overraptor gets his Sarah's miscellaneous, that card. And then he special summons his Vanisher by popping these two. He then, I decided to Ash his baby Stegosaurus because I'm thinking his baby Stegosaurus is going to put another body on the board. He's going to be able to do something, and I don't want him to do it. This is probably going to be the most optimal time to do it. He already put up a normal summon. He's got 2 cards in hand, and any potential like summons that he could probably do, it's locked out. So he met me with a instant fusion and went into Abyss Dweller. Now, at first I was kind of tripping off of it, but I was thinking in my head, like, maybe I could find a way to get my ABC pieces without using B's effect. I mean, I already have C. If I can successfully have Hanger on the field and then be able to equip the monster, I should be able to have all 3 pieces in the grave. That was my initial thought process when I saw Abyss Dweller. And then I drew 1 for 1, which was the golden ticket. So, went ahead, used Terraforming. I didn't know if he had like Ash or anything, so I was just going to use the Terraform and try to beat it out. I know it's super rookie play, like no one's going to really Ash the Terraforming. But I went ahead and special summoned Cyber Dragon, then I activated Union Hanger, searched out A. From there, I basically contact Fuse for Mega Fleet. Mega Fleet did have muscle, didn't have to worry about Abyss Dweller. Wish I can feel the same coming in April, but logically it's not going to really be the same. To be quite frank, the extra deck is probably going to change a little bit more now that like Sky Striker and like Orcus isn't really around. But anyways, conversation for another time. Activated the 1 for 1. I decided to send C instead of A just because I wouldn't be able to use any of the ABC's effects, so I'm not going to be able to get another piece to my hand. And I figured A is A. A is just one of the more useless of the 3, so I'd rather summon A. I 1 for 1, got a Nasher out. Nasher then special summoned my Cyber Dragon back out. I then went and linked for a Seeger because muscle. And then I normal summoned equip B to A using Hanger's effects. I was debating about linking. I was locked into machines. I didn't want to lose out on Seeger because Seeger and his muscle boosting ability it's a huge plus, especially to kind of like really deliver over this guy. So I decided to kind of leave it as is, and went straight into ABC. Besides, I would even be able to use A, B, or C's effect, so there was no point in linking, really. So I used Seeger's effect to target himself so that I could beat over his Vanisher, and then I was able to deal 50-100 in damage first turn. Not bad. I have ABC on the field. I have a Seeger. I have a Cyber Dragon. The least thing I can expect is for him to have a Chimera Fortress Dragon or even a Mega Fleet, which he's playing Dinos, so he's obviously not going to have that. Ended the turn, he ended up drawing a Fossil Dig. In my head, I'm like, I'm going to save this Banishing effect for the Ultimate Conductor Tyranno because I'm pretty sure that's the play he was going to go for. So, he went ahead, got his Overraptor. Overraptor then sends Quatless. Quatless then gets him his double evolution pill. When I saw that, I was thinking, great, I know he's going to get the Ultimate Conductor Tyranno. This is the brilliant moment. He's going for the Ultimate Conductor Tyranno. I know, it's insane. And, oh, great, my mic is on. I, like, kind of had a baby heart attack for a second there. I didn't think I turned the mic on. And he's banishing, and he gets his Ultimate Conductor Tyranno. In my head, I'm like, this is it. Let me get rid of the Ultimate Conductor Tyranno. In my head, I was thinking I'm going to use ABC's effect, banish the Ultimate Conductor Tyranno. Then he's going to flip all of my monsters face down. And then I would just tribute ABC to chain into that. So that way I would have all my 3 pieces. And that way my life points essentially wouldn't be touched. Right? Wrong. On resolution, used ABC's effect, banished him. And he completely forgets to use the Ultimate Conductor Tyranno's effect. That is super, super key important. And that probably, and realistically, and honestly, cost him the game. I went ahead, used ABC's effect, tributed, and tried to summon all of my pieces. I successfully did so. And I thought he was still playing Called by the Grave. I guess he just didn't draw it. I don't know if he still has it in this match. He then proceeds to use Miscellaneous Ceratosaurus' effect. That's going to be the name of the card, I tell you. The name of the card. To summon out the baby the baby dinosaur. I'm super tilted. This card is absolutely not once per turn, so definitely like the exploit is real, but this card is a once per turn, so I guess there's a balance. He summons another baby Ceratosaurus. Pardon me. He summons another baby Ceratosaurus, and then he gets the random dinosaur. He gets this dead-looking dinosaur out. That's what he gets. And in my head, I'm thinking, is he gonna go for a level like a rank 4 play? Like, what other rank 4s do they actually play? Well, let me tell you, they play Dolka. I totally forgot about this card's existence. I read it and thought, well, I'm in quite the pickle. And I couldn't even bait it out the first time because he decided to smack my A Assault Core and I didn't have any targets. So I couldn't spend his material. Another thing that I learned is this card's not once per turn. So I don't have to bait it once. I have to bait it twice. So went ahead, drew for turn, drew an Ash Blossom. Whoopee! If I was actually able to get rid of this in some way, shape, or form, and I have to destroy it, I can at least Ash it. So I was thinking in my head, okay, you know what? I'll just use every effect possible to try to bait this card out. So I used Beast effect to summon it. No good. I forgot Hanger's effect. That was my bad. And then I linked for 2. I was going to use Cleavefort to try to negate him and then use my Cyber Dragon as the sacrificial lamb. He negates and destroys it. I also get Beast, both Beast effect. There were a lot of times that I tried to get this guy to like lose his effect, and he just wasn't going for it. He negated, destroyed my Cleavefort. I'm like, I'm going to have to find another way around this. So I decided to normal summon the A and link for 4. And then I chain blocked C's effect, so that way I can get another body on the board. And he ended up negating the A, which you'll see shortly. And then I'll explain the monster that I actually summoned. So you negated the A, and I resolved C. I linked 4 for Amphibious Swarmship Ambler Whale because the homeboy gains 200 attack for every link monster in both players' graveyards. I have 2, he has none, he gains 400, he's at 3k, I can officially kill this guy off. But I wanted to make sure I didn't really run into problems, and it didn't dawn on me until after the fact. I summoned ABC, and then whack, you know, the rest is practically history. This is where he kind of like bows his, you know, he tips his hat. I whack at the guy, and he knew that was practically it. So we took another win for the night. It definitely took a little while to be able to find a decent match. This is probably one of the more decent matches I've had all week, which is absolutely insane because a lot of what I was playing, thanks to the Pro Play Tour, which, by the way, if you guys didn't watch the Pro Play Tour, you guys totally missed out. It was absolutely insane. But everyone was kind of like, Ultrageist won, so everyone started playing Ultrageist, and so I just ran into a lot of stun problems, and it was like, I've won some, I lost some, but those are never really, in my opinion, those aren't really fun to watch, let alone do play-by-plays, because you just kind of repeat the same thing over and over and over again. He activates a trap, he gets multi-faker gets silk, or whatever that other card is. He sets another trap, and then still he bounces. Yeah, no, totally not down to do play-by-plays with Ultrageist. I'm still trying to find other archetypes other than just like Cyber Dragons to do play-by-plays. I just haven't really found an interesting one, I guess, in my opinion. But if you guys have like any specific requests, or like if you guys want to see like specific matchups or anything like that, feel free to comment in the comment section below. We're still just chatting it up over there in the chat. I guess we could just let the chat happen, but feel free to drop it in the comments down below. I'll see if I can like get some organized, that way we can do the play-by-plays for that. But aside from that, that's all that I have for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys really did enjoy the video, go ahead and hit that like button. If you guys want to see more content like this, consider hitting that subscribe. It's one of the greatest ways to support the channel. Definitely a growing channel, and I truly 100% appreciate each and every one of you guys that support this channel. I'm like watching these videos, and like in my head, I'm like, oh, you know, these videos aren't gonna like do all that great, and they've actually slowly been getting better and better and better, and it just inspires me and motivates me. I'm probably gonna dial back a little bit from doing Twitch stuff, just because Twitch kind of like slowed down a little bit in terms of Yu-Gi-Oh, and focus a little bit more on YouTube so that we guys get a little bit more content. But as of right now, these play-by-plays, these are going to continue to come each week, and I'm still keeping my eyes out for a regionals that get scheduled for nearby, because that's an experience I definitely want to capture on camera and put it out for you guys to kind of see how and then just like for me to share my experience. So a couple of things that I have in mind, but aside from that, you guys have a great one. I will see you all in the next one.